Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Once again today I'm working with the defense against an attempted single wrist grab. Now the key word there is attempted. If he actually gets a hold of me, then that changes things significantly, and I'll cover that another time. Right now it's the attempted grab. Now yesterday I dealt with the guy, he's grabbing on the same side. He's grabbing with his left hand to my right or his right hand to my left, and that how that worked. I showed you that yesterday. Basically it's I would, as the grab come in, avoid the grab, and then move on to the side. Now, in this particular case, this is against a grab where he's grabbing the opposite arm. Now, these both are thumbs up. In other words, he's grabbing with the thumb up in this manner, as opposed to something else which we'll discuss another time. The thumb up grab on the opposite side, I'll go the opposite way. In other words, from here, the opposite hand is coming in this way, I go away from the thumb. And I come around to here, knock the hand out, and cross over at an angle, being careful that he doesn't spin a kick into me. This forces him to reset. Because normally what's happening, the guy steps in, he grabs, and he's going to punch or kick or some sort of wrestling move, or maybe he's going to hold me in place while somebody comes from behind. So I have to be aware of the danger, I have to be aware that it is danger, and I have to be able to get out of there. But if I can't, if I'm too close, then what I have to do is defend myself. Now against this very simple attack, the guy's very simple thumbs up, he's going against my hand. I can leave my hands up here. I don't have to be in this fighting stance. It can be like, hey, I'm not looking for trouble. And he goes to grab, and all that happens is that as the grab comes across to grab here, I simply circle around, knock it off to the side, and then move off at an angle. Now the same thing is true on the other side. From here, as the grab comes across to here, I simply circle and come across. Now this is based on the idea that if the attacker is grabbing, he's coming in and he's grabbing same leg, same side, or same leg, same side. He's grabbing across his body to get a hold of my arm, which is the closest thing to him. As you can see when I'm standing here like this, the head's close. So I'll need to go around, knock it out, and move off to the side. Now I'm going to go in depth talking about this, so if you've had enough of this stuff, then I'll see you tomorrow. And if you want to stick around for the talk, then now's the time. Now, the basic thumbs up grab is just that. Guy steps in and grabs. Now I've done the defense against the grab from here, but when I originally learned this, it was down here. The guy would grab straight across, and I would come over and down. He'd come over and down. Or he'd come across and grab over here, and I would come around and down, right? Come around and down, because I'm going away. In all of these, I'm working against the thumb. I'm working against the thumb. As the grip comes in, I pull away from that. As it comes in here, I simply pull away. I'm trying to get away by pulling against his hand. If it comes in here, I go back this way. I go back this way. But if it comes in here, I go around. If it comes in over to here, then I go around. And if it comes straight in, then I go around. It goes straight into here, coming from here, and then go around like that. Now that's a great exercise, and it works well, and it teaches me to work against the thumb, but things change a little bit when I bring my hands up like this, because now the guy's looking around. He's going to come straight in for that grab. That grab goes straight in, they come across. If he comes across this way, then I come around like this, and then I cross over. Now the other thing it teaches me to do is if the grab is coming in here and his left is against my left, and I have knocked it out of the way, then what I want to do is run around so that I'm to his back, so that he's trying to grab me. Now he's having to get over to here, either come here or turn the kick out. But I want to be closing him off. So whenever I do the defense, in this case, the grab comes straight in, and I would come this way, and I would shove it, and I would come this way, as I did yesterday. Or it comes in here, and I would knock it off this way, and I would come this way. The closest thing to him is the grab, but make no mistake, a simple grab like this can be used for a variety of things. It can be used to grab my wrist, sure, but it can also be used to grab my arm, or it can be used to grab my shirt or my throat. You can even cover on the back of my neck. There's a variety of things that a single wrist can be done, not to mention two hands, which we'll get into again at another time. The idea is that a single wrist grab by itself is dangerous enough because it holds me in place and allows the other guy to pummel me and strike me or do something that I apparently don't want, especially if they're very strong and I'm not. So the idea is that I want to avoid any contact. I want to aim this as far far away as I can. The guy comes in for the grab and comes across, then I simply circle around and I close him off. Or if he's coming straight in where like a mirror image and this hand over here is grabbing it here, then I'll knock it off and I'll close him off in this manner. Now I don't have to beat this guy. All I have to do is stop him from getting a hold of me, and then maybe I can like take off. But if I'm too close and I turn my back and he's very close to me, then he can do significant damage to me when my back is to him. So I don't want to do that unless I have safety factor in my balance, in my advantage. Anyway, these are the basic motions of the single basic wrist grab that are done in Kisae Kempo. If it's on the same side, I go this way, like I did yesterday, and this way against the opposite side. Something like that.